So I want to say a couple of things about ritual. Rites of passage is one kind of ritual. But at the beginning, I was saying that a song can be something that gives us protection and stability, centering and grounding. And when you see it that way, simply singing a song is itself a ritual. So that one of the ways we live through the overwhelm and the time of overwhelm is to learn rituals that center us and ground us, that connect us more directly and more strongly to the deep sense of self, as if we could step in and out of the chrysalis stage, the middle ground, where the caterpillar is letting go and the butterfly is forming. And so rituals are like that. They're like repeated experiences of going into the cocoon and coming out as a different person. And so ritual is not about being seen, but about being present. Um, because the aim of a meaningful ritual is to awaken and bring into greater consciousness this deep self within. The issue is not about how we look or how we are seen. It's how much we can be present in the instant. I'm trying to separate ritual from most forms of art. Art is part of ritual, but in a way that is nothing about show or presentation. So ritual involves the arts, but not in a performance manner. Ritual uses art and creative inspiration to unite the things of the world with the imaginal selves and the spiritual realms. I'm saying that when the world is overwhelming, we need rituals that we can unite the deep sense of ourselves in a way that allows us to go back into the world knowing that it's rattling and it's disturbing and threatening. And so you have community rituals, which are important, but also you can have personal rituals. I'll reference again a song. Another thing, someone was saying something about those who they're most worried about and how that fear for others that they love is overwhelming. Well, one way to deal with that is to make a shrine. And then you can make a shrine any way you want. It's a very simple thing. You can use a few stones or a picture frame or it's very easy to make. A shrine is just something that's going to hold the images that we're going to use to get a greater sense of being present and also a greater imagination, and give us a way to make a prayer. So if we're worried about someone and we just worry about them, that actually just breaks us down. If we're worried about someone and we make a prayer for them, that puts it outside ourselves, and we don't make a prayer and that tells them what to do. We just make a prayer that tries to support their efforts to become themselves. And you can make a small shrine and do that. And sometimes all you have to do is light a candle. And what we're doing is telling ourselves how we want to be present in our life and be present for them. And I'm saying that reduces the sense of overwhelm, the sense of fear, and it puts us in a dynamic relationship to our own imagination and to our prayerful self. And just like the genius that's inside everyone has a prayerful self that they can begin to relate to and grow. So creative rituals, whether they're individual or collective, can help us release the burdens of our lives while connecting our minds to our hearts. Because the ritual involves nature or involves elements of art and creativity, it connects the mind to the heart. The heart is the place where the expression is, where the emotion is, but also where the true vision is. And that comes out in the ritual process. And so that process also reduces fear and eases the troubles of and the grief of isolation. If I'm imagining someone and I'm worried about them and I go through some small shrine process and I get a candle and I light it and I make a prayer, and when I do it, I just make a spontaneous speaking out of what I'm feeling and what I'm wishing for them or something like that. As I do that, the grief that I was feeling and the isolation and helplessness I was feeling kind of dissipates. I'm actively doing something, and I'm doing something that benefits me, but also could benefit someone else. And I'm saying that this is an old practice that is written in the bones of people and can awaken readily. And we can more or less trust ourselves to learn how to do that and do it in meaningful ways. Transformative rituals would be another way to name what I'm talking about, are involve both the seen and the unseen, both the known and the unknown. So we can have elements that we know about and kind of a plan to how to make the shrine, to how to invite people, to how to bring people together, whatever it is. But the actual ritual and the actual change and the actual healing and the actual transformation happens in unexpected ways and in mostly unseen ways, like inside the chrysalis of the caterpillar. Ritual draws on the deep imagination natural to the human soul, but also on what I call bone memory. Our bones are one way that ancient people see that we're all the same. Our bones don't have ethnicity much or color and that kind of thing. And bones all go back to the ancestors, and all the ancestors go back to the same ancestor, according now even to modern science. And in those bones, bones are related like stones to deep memories and slow memories. And inside our own bones is the capacity to remember how to do this kind of ritual way of being with each other and helping each other through the tragedies, but also the stages of life.